Is that a word? I don't know. I failed English in high school. Hey, what up y'all? Mr. Cruz here, your friendly neighborhood producer, back with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Arturia's Chorus Dimension D. Let's go. Once again, back by popular demand, we're reviewing another chorus plugin. I seriously think this is like my third video in a row where I'm going over a chorus plugin specifically. I promise you it's not on purpose. All right, so this is Arturia's Chorus Dimension D. It is actually modeled after Roland Dimension D, which is a chorus hardware, which you can kind of see how like they visually made it look like a physical piece of hardware. And once again, we have very simple parameters, very simple settings that should make it exceedingly easy for you to be able to throw this on one of your channels and then just like go to town immediately. Now, what's interesting about the Chorus Dimension D that sets it apart from other chorus effects is that chorus is not the only effect that it's applying. Well, essentially delay, because the delay is what makes the chorus. In this case, our signal is actually going through a compressor and filter, and then the delay is actually being applied, which is going to give it the chorus effect. Another interesting thing about this is if you hit this advanced panel, you now have access to even more parameters that give you more freedom and flexibility to structure and shape your sound however you want. Here we get to pick the waveform of our LFO. If you hit default, it's actually going to be just a triangle wave. It doesn't show it there, but that's what it's going to be. The default is triangle, then we have sine, then we have saw, then we have some random ones. This dynamic color knob is actually going to change how the compressor and the filter respond to the signal that's coming in initially. And then we have our width knob and then our mix knob. And then of course down here, we also have like a gain fader to change the output of our signal. In the original Roland Dimension D, this is the only access that we had as far as how to change our sound. These things down here were not present in the original, as well as I kind of recently went over a different Arturia plugin where you had the mono or stereo in signal, where you can kind of turn a stereo signal mono and then apply the effects. And this 4 button actually functions a little bit differently. You have 3 different built-in presets, but if you click any of these presets and then click 4 will kind of accentuate. Is that a word? I don't know. I failed English in high school. But it'll increase the amount of chorus effect that has taken place whenever you have 4 enabled, because the original only had 3, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's crank this bad boy on. We're going to be throwing this on a piano part of this beat that I made. Let's go ahead and take a listen to the beat without any chorus taking effect right now. Let's solo that piano part first, and let's start messing around with this chorus and see kind of what we can get. All right, once again, a plugin that has very little parameters, very few parameters, giving you the opportunity to be able to get in there, mess with knobs, mess with what you want to mess with, and then move on to the next thing. All right, so I like the way my sound sounds right now. I'm actually going to save this because I really like what I'm hearing. We're going to save this preset as Cruise. And now let's go ahead and cycle through some of the presets that they already have and see what sounds good. Now, in terms of presets, we don't really have a whole lot, but again, what matters is, do the presets that we have here actually make it sound good? Let's go. Honestly, for a second, I forgotten that was my preset, and I was like, yo, that sounds good. It's a little weird flex. I feel good about myself. So I heard a couple of them on here that were really good. It was mainly these first few ones. This Dirty and Wide was probably the best sounding one. And then this What Your Vocals Need I also liked. Light Doubler, that one sounded pretty good too, but these couple ones that we had in the beginning were really, really good. All right, let's see what this sounds like with the whole beat. Yo, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Now, I had actually recently reviewed the Chorus June 6 from Arturia. I think I like that one more, but this one, if I'm looking for just something to be subtle, be a little bit more discreet, I would probably use this over the Chorus June 6. Again, both of them are incredible chorus effect plugins, but I think I like the Chorus June 6 a little bit more. Well, if you feel like you've learned something, make sure you hit that like button. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think about Arturia's interpretation of the Roland Dimension D with their Chorus Dimension D. And if you're interested in checking out my review of the Chorus June 6, make sure you hit this video right here. Outside of that, it's your boy, Mr. Cruz. Out.